All right, what's up, guys? How we doing? Probably wondering, where's John at? Well, he's got some things to take care of. Jones has a little bit of a fever, so we're starting without him tonight. He will hopefully join us here in a bit. If not, totally fine. He's got a kid, totally understandable. Friday night, you understand. But yeah, what's up, me? Hey, AI Jim, nice of you to join us. Ha 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 ha. Sneeze, achoo. First off, I want to give a shout out to Mad Friars and the Tin Caps, sorry, for supporting this awesome new Tin Cap shirt. Tin Cups, I'm an idiot. Tin Caps, loser, Jim. But it's brand new shirt. Go check it out. Awesome. That's first and foremost. Second, what a great win. This tonight, I think I was telling John, this win tonight by the Padres, or today, if you want, if you weren't in New York, that's the team that you've been waiting to see for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Like, that's the team that imposed their will on their opponent. That's the team whose superstars showed up big, coming up with big home run after home run, and not just solo shots either, like 2-run bombs. You have Soto with the hardest ball he's hit in his entire career, followed by Fernando Tatis Jr. with one of, I'm assuming, the hardest balls hit of his entire career. And you get a good pitching performance from Joe Musgrove. You get great bullpen work from Steven Wilson and Josh Hader closing that thing down. And, you get another attack on run there late in the game from Odor, who's been absolutely red hot. Overall, just a great win. Just an absolute great win tonight. That's the team who we were waiting to see, right? What we saw the past 3 weeks, the past month, even the start of the season, we're like, what's going on here? Every single game, it felt like it was just scratch and claw, pull tooth and nail, like just felt like the hardest types of wins that they had. Like, it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. Some games, yeah, maybe, okay. But, it didn't feel right. Tonight felt right. Tonight felt like, okay, that's what we've been waiting for. Now, granted, with me saying that, they have to continue doing this. It can't just be a one and done thing. And then the next time we see this type of win is in another month and a half. That can't happen. You got to go out there and at minimum, you got to take 2 or 3 here from New York. You have to win one of the next 2 games. You just have to do it. Winning a series in New York versus the Yankees, and you're going to face Garrett Cole on Sunday, so it's not going to get any easier. It's going to be tough, but it would be a very, very nice road series win in New York, heading into an off day, going to Miami. You've won 4 of 5. You've played much better baseball. Hasn't been perfect, but it's progressing in the direction that you want it to progress. It's continuing to get better. Yes, there are still moments when this team can't hit with runners in scoring position. They were 2 for 6 tonight. Not the worst thing in the world. For this team, you'll take it. Joe looked like Joe tonight. This was the outing you're like, he's back. Now, again, he has to do it for multiple starts, and he has to continue this. But tonight, everything from the pitching to the offense to the bullpen. That's the type of Padres win everybody's been waiting for. And frankly, it's the type of Padres win that you have not seen in a while. Okay. Sunday, the 7-run game was great, but they were still just, it just was weird. It was just a weird 7-0 game. Monday was a good win. Tuesday, very bad loss. Yesterday, great win. Today, great win. So you keep stacking this up here, and hopefully this is the time where this team has an 18-7 month of June or whatever, however many games they play in June. I don't know, but having a big month where they really turn the corner here, heading into the middle of the season, and you're like, all right, this is good. This is good. So, all in all, really good win tonight. I saw in the chat from, I believe it was Jake. Yeah, it was our buddy Jake. And he made a great point. Don't get too high after a win like this, because one, they have not shown that they can be consistent like this for the at all this year. And two, it could easily just continue right back in the gutter. So hopefully they build on this and they continue playing good baseball. And Juan Soto, who's been, I mean, I saw a tweet tonight from AJ Casvell, which pretty much summed it up. Let me pull it up here. Let's see here. All right. He said, where is it? This is a great tweet. And this is exactly how I felt. Now he didn't put in there like criticized, but still, Juan Soto hit 183 for the first month of the season. Jim said that was unacceptable and not good enough. And he might already be back in the MVP conversation before the end of the second month. Think about that. He had a horrific, for his standards, start of the year, hitting 183. Okay, not good. And then you parlay that with one of the best months of your career, and boom, you're right into, as AJ said there, MVP conversation, and as one of the best players in the game, easy all-star selection, everything, just in 1 month. So maybe we should look at that and say, okay, if it just took 1 month for Soto to be right back in MVP conversation, why can't it just take 1 month for the Padres to be right back in the NL West conversation and right back in the conversation as potentially one of the best teams in baseball? Absolutely, that could happen. But I'm not there yet to say that it will. It just needs to be shown. What did I get? Did I go third person? What have I done? What did I do? I can do the eye thing. Ready? Ready? So I'm like kind of like The Rock, except bigger than The Rock, basically. All right, let's get some super chats here. Thanks, guys, for the super chats. Again, John is dealing with the sick Jones right now, so he will potentially be with us shortly. If not, that's okay. That's fine. So super chats. Thanks, Juan Soto Walks. He says, what would it take for Soto to catch Acuna for MVP? Continue to play like this. There's a lot of time left for MVP talk. A lot of time left. There's not even like, I would even look at there's nobody that has an upper hand right now. Nobody. If you're looking in the National League, Acuna is hitting 323 with an OPS of 971, 11 homers, and 27 RBIs. Okay. That's really good. That's really freaking good. But then you look at Juan Soto's numbers right now. All right. He's getting 266 with 10 home runs, 24 RBIs, and a 936 OPS. If anything, if the season ended today, right? They're neck and neck. Now, Acuna, if the season ended today, would be the MVP because his team has a better record. The Padres are under 500. But if the season doesn't end today, oh, God, here we go. Sneeze. Achoo. Apologies. But yeah, Soto is definitely playing like an MVP. He's playing like one of the best players in baseball. He's exactly what the Padres traded for. He is back to the player that he was in Washington. And it's pretty safe to say, I think, right now that Juan Soto's back. After his first, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Michael. Oh, yes. Achoo. Jim Sneeze t-shirt. Kind of like that. Thank you, Arthur. I appreciate it. So yeah, Juan Soto's been amazing. Uh, it just took me to call him out for him to be better. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. There's a lot to talk about with this game tonight, by the way. We're just getting started here on the wrap-up show. If you guys want to send a super chat, that's greatly appreciated. We'll get to most of your questions or your comments, and then we'll get to all the super chats when they are sent in. So that was the first part of the thing of everything tonight. Great win. That's the type of team win, and that's the type of Padres team that you expected to see as a fan this year. Not every game, because that doesn't happen, but majority of the time, that's what you wanted to see. Your big bats coming through, being an absolute threat in this lineup, good pitching, good bullpen, timely hitting. That's exactly what you got tonight. So you hope that it can continue. How about for just like a month? Get like a month where they play a majority of their games like they did tonight. Not every game, because you're not going to play every game like tonight. It's just not. If you did, then Tatis and Soto would have 162 home runs, right? But this is not the case. So build on this tonight. Come out tomorrow, win the series, so you're not forcing yourself to beat one of the best pitchers in the game on Sunday, and you can go out Sunday and you can say, all right, we won the series, but let's see how we fare, against one of the best pitchers in the game, with no worry of we need to win this series, we need to win today. Instead, it's a, hey, cherry on top. If we win today, then we just got to sweep, and that's amazing. If we lose today, it sucks going in an off day, but we accomplished what we needed to do. We got a series win. So tomorrow is very, very important for this team, with Garrett Cole pitching on Sunday. Okay, so that was Soto. We talked about Soto. We got to talk about Tatis. Tatis was, man. Well, I don't even know where to start with him. Like, yes, it's the home run, but I feel like we have to talk about everything else, because you have the outfield, you have the chance of cheater, you have the chance of steroids, all of that stuff. And this was probably the first time all year long, even counting Dodger Stadium. Dodger Stadium was weak. All of their fans were soft. This was probably the first time where like the vitriol was at an all-time high. Like the hatred level for Tatis was at an all-time high from the bleacher section. I can't remember, even in Chicago when they were just chanting cheater, it wasn't like tonight. We got videos on social media of people flipping off Tatis, calling him a fucking cheater, all that stuff, right? And I thought, I tweeted it out, everything so far to this point of the year, from whoever's heckled him about being suspended and the steroid stuff, he has handled it absolutely perfectly. He's playing well. He's not playing up to his standard, but he's playing well. Hits 2-run homer tonight. He's kind of leaning into it. He's not chirping back. He's not showing like it's getting to him. He's leaning into it. He's having fun with it, because he knows, like, hey, they're just fans. They don't really know what they're talking about. And of course they're going to, call me a cheater and whatever. But everything that he was doing the symphony, right, with the fans in left field. And I thought it was perfect. I think he's handled everything beautifully up until this point. And that was the one thing that I was a little worried about with Tatis, is how is he going to handle the scrutiny and the potential, really vitriol boos and like some very mean things said to him at a baseball field, right? How is he going to handle that? He's handled it perfectly. You couldn't ask for anything more. You couldn't ask any more from him, honestly. And he's playing good baseball. So that's a bonus. You hope that this year wasn't going to get to him, and it hasn't. I don't think it has at all. I think that he has taken it in stride. He's having fun with it. I think deep down he knows that what he's accomplished on the field so far in his career, starting shortstop in an all-star game, third in MVP voting. He's been on the cover of a video game for MLB The Show. He was a cover athlete for Gatorade until his suspension, right? I think he knows deep down in his heart of hearts that all of that he accomplished before he got suspended had nothing to do with steroids. And look, I don't know. I I don't know. But I just am putting two and two together here, and the way that the whole thing unraveled with Tatis, it's hard not to put two and two together of he took the steroid because he was injured and he wanted to get back faster. Maybe he's taken it before and it's helped his performance, but I'm going to give him, and it's hard. I'm sure people are like, why are you giving him the benefit of the doubt? Well, because I just am. Okay. I think that he knows that his talents wasn't because of a potential steroid that he got suspended for. And that's, I think, why he's so like, it's fine. Keep saying it. I don't care. Bring it on. It's okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm a cheater. Yep. Yeah. Okay. I suck. Right. That's why I do think that's easier for him to take this all in stride and not really let it get to him, and, not let it affect him on the field to the point where he could easily be hitting 170 this year. Right. But he's not. He's hitting around 270, and he almost has double digit home runs so far. He's still not back to his MVP self, but that's expected. His OPS is okay, 775, right? You expect Tatis to be around a 900 OPS guy, and I think he'll get there, and he'll be fine. He'll be fine. But everything that's taken place, he's taken it in stride, and it's very ironic that. Okay. Okay. First off,
dude, sorry.
From a
There's a lot going on.
Level of 1 to DEFCON 1, which is the worst, to DEFCON 4, which is like red alert, but like everything's okay. Where are we at in the DEFCON level?
So wait, which is the bad one, 1 or 4?
DEFCON 1 is like the absolute worst.
The thing is, it's only happened twice. It's 4. He's only twice had like a crazy fever. And fever's like they got a break, and I don't even know. He's got like a ear infection. He's just started taking medicine, and I just gave him a popsicle, and he's in good. He seems good, but he was hot as hell, like
Oof.
to the touch hot.
Are you wearing your Tin Caps shirt?
Yeah, you too.
That's said, funny. Yeah. Shout out Tin Caps. Funny. Yeah, there we go. And Mad Friars for hooking us up. Great shirt. I love it.
It is.
Okay, so I'm getting to some supers here.
Get to some of these supers. I gotta be kind of quiet for a few until he's back asleep.
Gus hates me. It's okay.
He really does.
I sneezed in the middle of me talking, so
of course
here you go.
What's up, Jim Russell AI? Thanks for the super.
Hey, Jim Russell AI. Tatis feeds off the energy from the crowd. I was talking about Tatis. I don't know if you were listening.
I was enjoying it.
I just was saying, like, he's handled everything, I think, perfectly. Like, I just don't see any missteps here from him with how the crowd's treating him, because he could easily go the other direction, And I think that he's done everything that you'd want him to do coming back, playing good baseball, taking everything in stride, not letting this affect him, and having fun with it.
He's been unbelievable considering the circumstances. I don't think there's a better person in baseball to deal with it. I think he's incredibly blessed in the ability to. I mean, if it was you or me, give me a break. I mean, you
would crumble in a second.
Yeah, I'd crumble. I would. And I mean, he's not touching it on social media. I don't even think there's a lot of it on social media, to be honest. Maybe Twitter, but it's not dominating social media.
Well, you must not have been on social media tonight then.
Well, I mean, you're talking about like the Yankee fans that giving him the finger.
Oh yeah, and there's a bunch.
But that's not social media. That's like an in-park thing, and then people are just taking the video and playing it back. But I'm saying there's not like a lot of vitriol, I don't think, towards him. I just think he's being scrutinized, but he's dealing with it perfectly. The whole like symphony orchestra conductor thing he was doing, and the whole jawing thing he was doing. He loves that stuff. He feeds off it.
Yeah, I there's one or two ways that he could have gone here. I don't think he's taken the villain route at all. I think he's taking I'm going to have fun with this route and not let it bother him, because he could take the villain route and he could just attack the fans nonstop and be like, I'm Fernando Tatis Jr. Those people never will step in my shoes because they'll never be as good as me and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, he could go that villain route like LeBron did after he went to Miami, right? LeBron was like, at the end of the day, I got to go home and I'm a millionaire. What about you? Remember that?
Mhm,
Tatis
I
ain't
do.
doing that. He's kind of complimenting the fans for what they're doing to him, right? They're like, "Oh, it's just all fun." Like, "Hey, I understand it. It's okay." And then he was like, "How did you respond to the fans tonight?" And he goes, "I had a home run."
Right.
Like, it's perfect. It's we talked about, hey, during the offseason, he needs to have like an amazing PR person and they need to coach him up on how to handle this going forward. I think that he's handled it to a T perfectly.
I agree with you completely. I completely agree.
This is some more supers here. Thank you, Jake. He said, "God bless." I sneezed. Tatis feeding off Soto. Getting picked off has to stop. I agree. Pitching was good. Musgrove was phenomenal, and Wilson bailing him out in the seventh. Good overall win. Yeah, that at bat against Aaron Judge, Steven Wilson, it made him look like he was
It was a great
freaking
inning.
Austin Nola. It
Yeah.
was, and um, so Carlos, Carlos, see, everything's okay, Carlos, everything's okay.
Um,
It was just a good overall team win. I said
yeah, I mean,
this,
Wilson was dealing with something too. I think it was back or something. He hadn't pitched in 6 days. He looked really good. He was throwing hard. He was throwing like 98.
yeah, it was his stuff was moving.
Yep.
I said this win, John, felt like the Padres team that we were promised this year.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, definitely.
like this was the type of win that fans were waiting for, and I don't think we've seen. I mean, maybe once or twice this year,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
But especially with the last 3 weeks, how shitty it's been. This one feels even more like,
Well, especially because you get it from like the like head of the snake, Musgrove, Tatis, Soto. That's not Dixon, Odor,
right.
Nola, with all due respect. And that matters too. I mean, Odor mattered yesterday and Dixon was really good today. So it all matters.
Yeah.
But when you get it with the top heaviness of your line, I mean, that's what you're expecting guys like Joe Musgrove to be good in those spots. You're expecting Juan Soto to have a big moment in New York. And they came through. They came through tonight. We'll see if they can do it against Severino or Cole. A little bit of a step up in a challenge this weekend, but I feel good. I mean, I feel good about their chances to win a series after winning game one.
I do too. I said tomorrow's very important because if you win tomorrow, one, you clinch the series win. Two, you're not putting all this pressure on yourself on Sunday to try
Yeah,
to
to
get a
beat
series
Cole.
win against Garrett Cole. And instead, you can go out there kind of easy and free, knowing one, you got the series win in your back pocket. And two is, hey, if we win today, we get the sweep. If we don't win today, okay, sucks, but we accomplished our goal, and that's winning 2 or 3 on the road.
Right.
So that's why tomorrow
Absolutely.
is very important.
Huge. And Severino is, I want to say he just came off the IL. He's made like one appearance this year. So maybe this is, if there's a time to get him, maybe it's right now before he's going.
Tim Trussell, thanks for the super chat, man. He
Thanks,
says
Tim.
Tatis would have got plunked 20 years ago for what he did in the outfield. Probably. Glad people are no longer being babies over hurting people's feelings.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of agree.
Well, I don't think he'd get. Honestly, I don't think he would get it plunked because he was directing it towards the fan base, not a player.
True.
If he was doing that towards like the opposing dugout,
Yeah, but 20 years ago, he would have gotten plunked for his flip. Nobody was doing bat
oh
flips
yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah,
20
yeah.
years ago.
Which one was a more violent flip? It wasn't even
Probably Soto with like the chest, like the arm across the chest.
like those weren't flips. Those were like throwing the bat
Throws.
down as hard as I possibly can, like harder than I hit the ball just now.
Yeah, no, I mean, no team can pimp more than the Padres. No team has more swag than the Padres. They just happen to be
None.
3 games under 500. Still, we're going to really be. I mean, we're going to love it once they get rolling, which maybe they've started to do here.
Hey, whoever said it on the text line to John and Jim, 914 number. In order to get hot, you got to get warm first.
Yes, in order to get hot, you got to get warm, like we always say.
And they're warm. Winning 4 or 5 is warm.
Yeah, definitely.
We're in officially warm territory.
Yeah, you can get hot if they can finish this road trip off somehow. What do you got? 5 games left. I mean, you go 4-1 over the next 5. You're hot. You go
You're
even
hot.
3-2 over the next 5, and you got a 6-3 trip. That's approaching a hot level.
And you're 7-3 in your last 10.
Yep.
You're approaching hot.
Yeah,
You're
approaching.
approaching hot. What would you consider hot? 8-2 over a 10-game stretch?
Yeah, that's hot. I mean,
That's hot, yeah.
well, 8-2 means 7-2 trip. I mean, 7-2 trip. They don't have many trips in the history of the franchise better than 7-2. How many 8-1 trips are there in Padres franchise history? Not a lot.
Not a lot. I'm
So
just talking about like
7-2 trip would be good.
I'm just talking about at any point in the season, if you go 8-2 in a 10-game stretch, no
I
matter
think
what,
that's
that's
hot.
hot. Okay.
Yeah, that's hot.
That's hot. Arthur, thanks for the super
What's up,
chat,
man?
man. He says,
Thank you,
amidst the
dude.
slump, I think some forget how lucky we are to have Soto, Tatis, Machado, and Bogarts on the team.
Hmm.
Don't let them get hot. LFGSD.
I mean, Soto couldn't be hotter. I mean, this
Oh.
guy is red hot and he's confident. You can feel it. The thing with Tatis is I think he feeds off big moments. Like tonight, I think he loves it. I think he absolutely loves every part of it. I think Machado is excited, obviously, to get back. I think Miami's probably a good place to get back. I think New York would have been good too. Yeah, they're going to get going. They are. I mean, Soto and Tatis are going. I think Machado will be better when he's back, and Bogarts we'll see. But I'm encouraged. I mean, Soto and Tatis, I'm really encouraged. I have no concerns about Soto or Tatis right now, and I think Machado, when he's healthy, is going to look like Machado from last year.
Did you see the tweet? I read it earlier in the show, but from AJ Cassavell. I thought it was like perfectly said, and just insert me like ripping Juan Soto. Juan Soto hit 183 for the first month of the season, and Jim told him he needed to be better. And he might already be back in the MVP conversation before the end of the second month.
That's what we were saying today on the radio. I said by the end of June, he could be the front runner for MVP. I don't think he's the front runner, but I think he's probably getting, if he does this for another 2 weeks, he might be approaching front runner. He'd have a 1,200 plus OPS, or not for the season, but he'd have 1,000 OPS for the season.
Yeah, this is the Juan Soto that we were all promised, right? Like the prince that was promised. Juan Soto that was promised from Washington. There was no point at all last year where he had a stretch like he's had in his last 25 games. None with the Padres.
No,
or even I think with the Nationals, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it wasn't a good year. You're right.
Like overall, there was not one point of his season in a 25-game span where he has played like he has played the last 25 games.
No,
so
25 games is a lot of games at this point.
And even in the postseason, it was up and then down, 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 up, down, down, down. You know what I mean? Like, so we are now seeing that Juan Soto of 2021.
Yes. And 2020. Yep.
And 2019.
Specifically late in 2019.
And that's good. That's good to see because I think a lot of people were questioning, like, hey, what's going on with Juan Soto? Like, has he just completely lost it?
I mean, a lot of people, who wasn't? I mean,
everybody was.
MLB Network, they're breaking down his swing. They're talking about his mentals.
And then Verk's like, dude, why is he not swinging?
Yeah. I mean, even this year, I mean, even now, I mean, he's riding a fine line. It's his whole career. If you talk to people that covered him when he was with the Nationals, he's always riding the fine line of being a little too selective. And then he can maybe get in a little bit of a funk because he's not swinging the bat the way he needs to be. The thing is, he's just got to be confident. When he's confident, I mean, he's got such a smooth stroke. I mean, he's got all the power in the world. And when he's attacking, plus he's got that eye, it's like he's unstoppable. He's got a 500 on base percentage in his last 25 games.
That's what happens when you're good so quickly is everybody expects you to be that good for your entire career.
Yeah, it's hard to do, man. It's just, I mean, he had a big change. I mean, getting traded as a 23-year-old.
Yeah, that's
why a lot of guys have dealt with that.
That's why when he started as bad as he did, and everyone was like, I thought this would be better. I thought like the offseason of knowing where you're going to be for at least the next 2 years would have been better. It just took him a little bit. It took him a little time to get there.
A lot
of time left.
Yeah, I mean, if he does this for another 100 games, then he'll win the MVP unanimously. If he does this for another 100 games,
and then he'll cost $600 million.
Yeah.
HBVVBRBFBBFBN.
That's right.
Thanks for the super chat.
Thanks, man.
Says Manny needs to be back. New York fans are worse than Smell A. Tonight was
passionate.
Fun.
They're annoying. And the bleachers are the worst. There's a lot of bad bleacher crowds in baseball, LA, Chicago, New York, and they all have their unique annoyingness to them. New York is just anger. It's like this vitriol anger. We're better than you. It doesn't even matter if you sweep us. We're better than you because it's New York and we're just better than you. And they're throwing birds up. Like Fernando Tatis Jr. has never even played there.
No,
pretending like it's some heated rivalry or something.
Like this is the first time you've seen Fernando Tatis Jr. in person.
It's just very New York. I mean, they get so into their baseball in New York. So to win in New York is kind of sweet. It really is.
Like, should I remind you about not Mike Mussina, Andy Pettit, Roger Clemens?
Yeah, but it's not even about
Alex Rodriguez.
Honestly, I don't even think it's about that. I think it's more like it's like them versus you. And
I know.
You know, it's not about their history against your. It's like
No,
Fernando Tatis Jr., we hate you, and we're going to hate you because of this. It's stupid.
It's just funny because you look at the way that they're acting towards Tatis, yet that entire fan base cheered for it for how long? So it's always a double
It's all the
standard.
fan bases. They're all
I know.
hypocritical.
It's all hypocritical. It's
Yep.
all hypocritical. JD Gaucho, thanks for the super chat. He says
up,
Tatis the
JD?
Maestro was a hoot. Love it. I thought it was great.
So cool. I mean, that Chicago, he really has handled it beautifully. His home run tonight, I mean, the way he's able to field his position right now, yeah, I love everything about Fernando Tatis Jr. I know it hasn't been perfect. His OPS numbers are not at his career numbers yet here in 2023, but he missed like a year plus. So I'm really encouraged by what Tatis is doing. He's just a player for big moments. Like, he is a player for big moments, which also encourages me for the postseason, assuming that they make it. Like, he's a guy that is built for the postseason. Even go back to the COVID year, a 2 home run game. He's built for the postseason. So he does not shy away.
Yeah, and this team answered the call tonight. This is Friday night in New York, national television.
Yeah.
Everybody's watching you. I mean, it's probably the most watched game
ever on Apple TV Plus.
Probably, honestly.
It probably is. It's right there.
And it's the game that's the most watched of tonight, of any baseball game, probably any sporting event tonight. This was the most watched sporting event tonight.
Was there anything else? There's no NBA or NHL?
No NBA. I don't think there was NHL tonight. And if there was, I missed it.
Yeah.
So with that being said, they responded to the big lights, and that's a great sign. That's a great sign that you had Musgrove, who looked like Musgrove tonight. That's amazing to see. You had your big bats, your star players come through in the big moments. Josh Hader locked it down in the 9th inning. You had your bullpen get out of a jam.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the jam. It was a real jam. I mean, there were a couple of spots there where it got tenuous. 4-0, second and third, nobody out. The next inning, 4-1 with Steven Wilson, 2 on, 1 out. I mean, those were huge spots. The game can turn in an instant, especially Yankee Stadium, where everything can go. So, I mean, to hold the Yankees to 1 run at home, that's doing real work. With that lineup, with Torres and Judge, and I mean, they're good enough they can fall out of bed and score 4 or 5 runs easy at home. Easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks again, JD Gaucho. Says Jim Russell, the Padres MVP.
Could be. He's turning everyone around. This team wins the World Series. The first person, the front of the parade is Jim. First float.
I've turned Juan Soto's season around. I've made Rougned Odor into a fan favorite. What else have I done? I mean, last year I made Machado second in MVP voting.
Yeah.
I just, you're welcome. You're welcome, guys.
A couple of just housekeeping, and we'll get to our sponsors. We'll get to everything in a moment. I'm just settling in here. Shout out San Diego State women's softball.
They won
Utah in game 1 tonight, 4-3. They're a win away from the Women's College World Series, the Final Four of softball. Pretty crazy. Now they need to win one of the next 2, but ridiculous year. They've never even been at the super regional level where they are right now. So thank you, Rich, for that. Did you just talk about the Apple TV broadcast at all? I know we were working. But I love the way it looks. I love the way it's cut. It's clean. I love the probability of a hit in like the bottom right. I really do like it. I wouldn't be opposed to like a broad package of games, other than the fact that it's annoying that I need to go purchase something else and go find it. But once I'm there, I think they've done an amazing job, like an amazing job.
And for Padres fans, there is a feature on Apple TV Plus where you can watch the game and just switch over to the home radio broadcast. So if you like Jesse and Tony, right, you can switch over them and watch the game.
It's neat.
So it's I almost hope the Padres and Bally Sports shit themselves, and then somehow Apple TV Plus like steps in and is like, we'll take every Padres game from here on out.
Yeah. Did you give a shout out to Maria, by the way, our loyal viewer?
Not yet. I was waiting for you to hop on.
Maria, thanks for finding us. I don't know if she's here.
She's here.
Or if she'll be here. Oh, Maria's here. So Maria, thanks for hanging out with us at Fair Play. Anyone that was at Fair Play earlier, thank you. Cool
Yeah.
to meet Maria, who's a loyal viewer of the wrap-up show. I saw her actually when Soto homered. I saw her like do a
She was
fist
like
pump.
giving the fist pump.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I love that. I love
Everyone
that. So
everyone's like, "Oh my god," because
put the
that was a
photo on social.
freaking black.
We took
Or
a
that was a blast.
we took a selfie. Put the photo on social. We'll retweet it.
Yeah, I look good in it.
Did you?
I don't know.
You
Probably
got your
not.
hair cut. Yeah.
Yeah. How you doing?
You know.
Um,
Okay, let me get to Mark, okay?
yes.
As we get this thing started. Guys, if you're here, we got a ton of people here. It's a Friday night. It's Memorial Day weekend. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. We hope you have a great weekend. Be safe this weekend. Obviously, always thinking about our troops and those that have served this country. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you, Mark Nimitz, for your support of this channel. Seriously, we wouldn't have been able to get off the ground. We wouldn't be able to reach the thousands of Padres fans we've reached if not for the support of Mark. So if you have insurance needs, Mark's your guy. I've got my homeowners and my earthquake and a life insurance policy through Mark. He can save you $750 or more just by switching your insurance. You can get to his website, which you see on screen, by clicking the link in the description down below on YouTube. And you can get a free quote online: auto, home, business, life, condo, renters, earthquake, and more. Free quotes online. If you support our channel, Mark Nimitz has great service and communication. He's a wonderful insurance agent. You can take it from us. He makes it easy. I'm not good in that space. He's made it incredibly easy for myself and my family. And again, if you support our channel, please support a San Diegan. Mark's a San Diegan. He's a huge lifelong Padres fan. Give him a call. He'll talk to you about the Padres. He'll talk to you about saving money on your insurance as well. So if you support our channel, please support our local partners like our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz at Farmers.
Yeah, all his information's above my head. Nimitz at farmersagent.com. When you reach out to him, let him know that John and Jim from the wrap up show sent you.
So what else what did I miss?
Well, I just talked about Soto and his resurgence and becoming the Juan Soto that everyone wanted to see right away when he got traded here. That this was the type of win that we have not seen from this team in a while. Like that's the type of baseball that you want this team to be playing on a consistent basis. And then the Tatis thing with him handling the crowd and then going out and performing on the field and just being the superstar that he is.
What about Musgrove actually? Like, not only you look at the line, you're like, oh, it was a good outing. No, it was better than a good outing.
Very good outing.
Because it was 6 1/3 innings, 1 run, 6 hits. There were soft hits in there because we were watching it. I think you make that start another 9 times, and I feel like he could have been better in a number of them. So, Musgrove has been teetering on. He's had some moments. He's also taken some steps back, but he didn't have spring training because of the toe, and then he had whatever else he had in the rehab. I mean, this was vintage Joe Musgrove at his best, like we've seen in 2021 and 2022, the type of pitcher you're going to need in a wild card round or a divisional round in those big moments with the bright lights on you in New York City. Honestly, maybe the biggest takeaway. Soto's been good. We know Tatis is going to be good. But to get Joe Musgrove pitching like that against a good lineup on the road on a Friday night in New York, that's got to be the most encouraging part of the night for me.
I've always said this about Joe. I trust him out of all the pitchers on the staff the most. Darvish, it's like 1A, 1B with him, right? Musgrove and Darvish, 1A, 1B. You trust them both, but Game 7, I'm giving the ball to Joe. I just am. He's going to go out there. He's going to battle his ass off. He gives up 3 runs in an inning. He's going to buckle down and, he's going to settle in and give you 5 or 6, right? I can't say that about anybody else on this pitching staff. Waka, he hasn't been here for a long time. Maybe he can be that guy. Snell, absolutely not. Lugo, okay. Like Weathers, no. But Joe, in the biggest moments, I'm giving him the ball. And I just trust him. I just do, to go out there and perform. He's a leader of this team, and he showed it tonight in a big stage, in a big moment.
He did.
You got to build off what you guys did yesterday against the Nationals. I mean, because if you come into the Yankee Stadium tonight and you lose this game, you're like, wow, great, we won yesterday against the Nationals, but we can't sustain anything. We're like, what the fuck? Well, you did tonight, and you came out, you played a damn good ball game.
Dude, 24 hours ago or 28, Sky is falling.
Oh, it's over. Everything.
They're
Fire
down
everybody.
6-5 in the ninth inning with 2 outs.
Yeah.
After you had 2 on, nobody out, you go strikeout. You have Rougned Odor. The sky is falling. Chicken Little stuff 30 hours ago. That's quite a 30 hours. Odor and then winning at Yankee Stadium behind Tatis, Soto, and Musgrove. And again, 48 hours doesn't make a season.
Right. No.
But these are the types of things you want to see that do start to make you turn this around. Hopefully, I do see it. There's some indicators in here. I'm going to be surprised if they show up lifeless for another 10 consecutive games like they did 2 weeks ago or 14.
Like enough's enough, right?
Yeah, the lifelessness I hope is over. Occasionally, you get it at Petco for whatever reason because they've had issues scoring there for years.
Dude.
But hopefully even that's behind them to some extent once we get into the summer months, which are coming. #Marine Layer. # leave us alone. Right.
Exactly. Yeah, it's when this team returns home, if they have a 6-3 road trip or even hell better 7-2.
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, can you do it at home now?
Yeah, that's the next question. And then if they can, then we can shut up and we can just watch them play good baseball,
Right. And that's what we want to do. We want to stop talking about this shit. Right. We want to talk about just them playing good baseball and what happens in the game. Because I feel like we've been talking about this like giant macro thing with this ball club for the last month instead of like just the game that we watched. Every night feels like a macro wrap-up show. Yeah. Right? Like instead of just, hey, tonight, Yankees, Padres, Musgrove was great, Tatis was good, Soto was great, Rougned Odor again, continuing his hot streak, great win, blah, like move forward, right? Look towards tomorrow's game. Instead, every show is like, can this team show fight? Can this team put together a hot streak? Can these guys start hitting? Runners in scoring position, season thing. Like it's just a macro thing. And hopefully you're right. Hopefully they can play better at home and we can just focus on them playing good baseball.
Cubs and Mariners for 6. Score some runs is when they get home. And we got to get home, but score some runs. Also, can we take just a 20-second timeout? I don't even think they have 20-second timeouts anymore in the NBA, but if they do, if you're here, subscribe. All right. Padres win in New York. If you're here, please subscribe. We're pushing towards 5,000 subscribers because of you, whether you're here live or on replay. It's because of you guys that we're doing this. Please subscribe if you're here. Please like this. The Padres just won in New York City. They haven't done a lot against the Yankees over the years. They were 2-7 all time at Yankee Stadium. Please like it. Follow us on Twitter, by the way, at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Thank you for the supers. Thank you for your support of this channel. It means a ton to us. If you want to support the channel, the work we do day in and day out, please click the $ below the chat box. As you know, we get to each and every single super chat. So, Jim, keep us going on the supers. Not exactly sure where we are.
Hold on. Here. Okay. Let's get back to the supers here. Thank you, Jake, for the super chat. It says Jesse Homewor's call was classic. This one's gonna go.
That's his call. That's his call.
Thing. That's his thing. This one's gonna go.
Yeah. Jake, appreciate it, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Jesse, for the super chat. Jesse? Carp has been real frustrating with all the looking Ks he's taking. And what do we expect from Matt Carpenter, honestly?
I mean, didn't they give him 2 years, Jim?
No, it was 1 year.
But doesn't he have a player option?
Mm-hmm.
We'd have to look. I hope in my mind he had a player option.
I hope he doesn't have a player option.
Yeah. Carpenter is hitting 179. Whoa. 0 for 5 3Ks. Whoa. I mean, yeah, the wheels have fallen off there. Again, they're not perfect. They're not. I mean, it's just hopefully they can get carried by some really impressive hitters like Soto and Tatis and, eventually Machado and Bogarts. And, but yeah, I mean, the Carpenters and the Grishams and the Nolas, I mean, that's still there. I mean, the Carpenters and the Grishams and the Nolas and the Cruzes are still going to be there.
Yeah.
And you're going to hope for a timely hit here or productive out, situational hitting. That's what you're going to hope for. But you're not going to listen. I don't know if we're going to see a 20-run outburst anytime soon from this team, but 5-6 runs with this pitching hopefully is going to carry the way.
Can we give a shout out to Brandon Dixon for his last 3 games in the Padres? I mean, his last 3 games, he has 9 total bases. He has 5 hits. He has a home run. And
he's walked or been hit, right? A lot.
He has not walked at all, John.
He's been hit.
He's
was
been
hit
hit
twice tonight,
once.
I think.
Yeah, and he even had stolen base tonight. So Brandon Dixon has played his ass off the last 3 games.
Well,
Good
he
job.
was hitting the crap out of the ball in AAA. That's where you always are like, come on, man. How could someone have a 1,200 OPS and then have a 500? But you know what it is sometimes? Just getting an opportunity. Some of these guys, they come up and they get like 2 plate appearances.
Yeah, consistent playing time. And
now he's playing.
And the more he plays and the better he, plays, right? That gives more time for Manny to heal up. It gives more time for Hassan Kim to heal up. If you have guys that are performing well, like Rugna Odor and Brandon Dixon, there's not this like push internally for, hey, we need Manny back like now.
Manny, I still want Manny back now. I understand your point.
Yeah.
Kim, I'm with you. If you need to take an extra day on Kim, I mean, Kim, whatever, take the extra day. Yeah, he's a great defensive player. I'm assuming Manny's back Tuesday. I mean, I got no clue what the extent of the injury is, but I know he's already taken BP. Yeah, I don't see him missing Miami. I just don't see it. And I know he took BP today. So you're still 3-4 days out and he's taking BP. I'd be utterly shocked unless he has a setback, which I guess is a possibility. But I think you see him Tuesday night in Miami. That's my guess.
Get back to the supers here. Thanks Jake. Says, yep, Musgrove has that championship mindset. He does.
He doesn't just talk.
No, he backs it up.
And he does talk, but he's very, he's outspoken, which I like. And yeah, he backs it up. He has for 2+ years as a Padre. Not as good to start this year, but it's so early that he could make 20 big starts for this team. Still even more than that. So he could be as impactful as any starter for this team this year, no question.
He's never going to give in. He's always going to battle for you, and that's who I want on the mound in a big situation. Oh, and he's really good too.
He is.
Alex, I'll be at the game tomorrow. The fans are pulling up in the Bronx, LFGSD. There was a lot of Padres fans there tonight.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, you've never been to New York in general, right?
No, I've driven. I flew into Newark, so I saw.
You saw the city.
Saw the city flying over.
But you never were in it.
Never been in it. No.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, Yankee Stadium's a different beast. It just is, and getting wins there is a confidence booster in itself. For anyone that's ever been to Yankee Stadium, you know that you're not messing around at Yankee Stadium. I mean, there's something you better play up. You don't just go there. Oh, let's see. I mean, you're playing up at Yankee Stadium. It is what it is. So it's going to be awesome. I mean, that's so cool to see your team win at Yankee Stadium when you don't get to see it all that often, because this isn't some rivalry or something that's played that often. I think it's super cool. So Alex, enjoy that.
Yep. Thanks, man, for the super chat. James, thanks for the super chat. He says, I noticed Trent had a pitch inside, call a strike on him.
Yeah.
And the same with Nola. I guess when you're in a slump, the umpire doesn't give you a break.
Yeah, some of that. Yeah. Definitely.
It's they know they're humans. They're like, okay, who is this? Is this Juan Soto?
Well, we can. Right.
If he's not swinging and he's acting like it's a ball, it's probably a ball.
But Trent Grisham's not getting the benefit of the doubt.
No.
And he has a good eye, Trent Grisham, but he's hitting whatever he's hitting. He's not going to get the benefit of the doubt. He's still hitting under 190, even with his home run yesterday. Again, he's one of these step forward, 2-step back guys. He homers and you're thinking, oh, maybe it'll be a part of a 2 or 3 hit game, or maybe he'll have 2 or 3 consecutive good games. It just doesn't happen for whatever reason. I mean, it's perplexing with Trent Grisham. It's perplexing for me.
Thanks, Carson, for the super chat. Guess for Waka tomorrow.
Oh, man. It's been awesome.
He's been their best pitcher.
Yeah. I'm hoping for something like 6 innings, 2 runs, and then I'll take my chances the way this offense been playing.
Yeah, if he gets into the 6th inning, 2 runs or less, I'll be happy with that. 5 1/3, 2 runs, 5 2/3.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yep.
Just get into the 6th inning. Yeah. Yeah. It's a shout out here to, hold on, let me pull this up. Bruce. Thanks, Bruce, for becoming a new member of the channel.
Clap emojis for Bruce. If you guys want to become a member, here's the deal. You become a member, you get emojis, you get custom badges, you get content. Okay. And you just support the channel. You can become a member. Click join down below. Hey, look at this. Okay. NJS is from Australia and he's been to New York. You're from, I think, America or the United States. Are you from the United States? Are you an American?
So.
Yeah. You haven't been to Nevada.
Anywhere. I've been to Nevada.
Yeah, that's true. You got to get to New York at some point.
I know.
I will before you're dead.
I will. I'll be living there probably soon.
True. He's gonna marry a New Yorker. He's a big. He'll be doing the Yankees wrap-up show in 2024.
She's from Jersey, bro.
Yeah, whatever. Same thing for some
yeah.
people. But South Jersey, so she's more Philly than New York.
True. So I'll be doing a Phillies wrap-up show. Is what you're saying?
Probably.
Yeah, exactly.
How about this real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, watching from New York. What'd you have?
Nice. I was going to say this one here. New York sucks.
I mean, again, nobody's advocating to go become Yankee fans, but if you're in New York for a weekend series against the Padres, that's pretty cool.
Very cool. Very, 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 very cool.
There's another super too, is there not?
Not that I saw.
Oh, yeah. I remember my first time not knowing how to understand this software.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to myself. Guys, thank you for your support of our partners like our friends at Aura. Here's the deal. This is going on right now. It ends Monday. They've got this 25% off all product sale using code HelloSummer. It's at the top of the screen. You can see the screen right now here on the wrap-up show. Again, the promo code is HelloSummer. Their co-founder, Will, is a huge Padres fan. We've been texting with him tonight. He is a native San Diegan. This company has offices right here in Liberty Station in Point Loma, and it's all plant-based, ora.organic, or click the link in the description down below on YouTube to get to their website, and you can find all their plant-based products, whether it's the probiotic, which I take every day, and now my wife takes every day for digestion, or it's the pre-workout supplements or the post-workout proteins or omega-3 oils for you fish oil users. They have omega-3 oils for you. I know it sounds kind of dirty, but it's good.
Dirty talk.
Also, they have sleep pills and immunity pills and literally products for everything you could possibly imagine, for men and women, for skin, for workout, for immunity, for sleep, and for stress as well. So ora.organic, great way to support our channel. Make sure to check them out. Great company. If you're looking to get healthier this summer, Ora is the way to do it. Products for yourself, your family, your friends. Check them out at ora.organic.
Yeah, go there right now. They have a Memorial Day sale going on. So pick up some supplements this Memorial Day. And summer's right around the corner, guys. It's literally starting like right now. So if you want to get healthier, feel better, get toned, get some good supplements in your body for the summer months, go to Aura right now, www.ora.organic. It's the cleanest and healthiest on the market, all plant-based, all organic. Once you pick up some supplements, you'll start taking them, and I guarantee you'll start feeling better about yourself, and then you're gonna be like, damn, I gotta go thank John and Jim, because that's exactly what you'll do.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So thank you, Aura. Thank you guys for your support of our partners. Again, the Padres tonight win. They do so in New York. An impressive performance. Juan Soto breaks the scoreless game open in the fifth. Later, Fernando Tatis Jr. They tack on insurance in this game. Soto had another double later in this game. Joe Musgrove and the bullpen. It's like, what else could you ask for in one individual game against a good team? Not a lot.
No.
You know?
Yeah. Everything you wanted as a Padres fan, you got tonight.
Did you see Musgrove's first game? I like throwing in New York. The environment is hostile here. It's a little intense. It kind of brings out that extra level of focus. That's what I was kind of talking about. Like, you play up to New York, you don't play down to it. No. The opportunity to pitch in Yankee Stadium against a team like that is something I look forward to. I love hearing that. I love hearing that. You know, they relish. Hopefully they're relishing this. It's like they're not treating the games against like, oh, it's Kansas City at home, whatever. But the big moments, you know, hopefully they step up, and hopefully they don't take their foot off the gas either against teams like whomever, the Cubs at home or the Mariners at home. They got to do this every time they take the field.
Actually, some surfer, it's called a filet mignon. Odor with a nice filet mignon steak.
Oh, yeah.
Medium rare tonight.
I like that. That's right. I forgot about that.
No one ever does. No, never mind. Thanks. It was just Killa Kali.
Thank you, Killa Kali. If that's a super sticker or they don't show up on our software, but thank you for your support regardless.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate that, man. Just looking through Kevin Acey's recap to see if did you mention Soto's hardest hit ball of his career, by the way, 114.1.
Yes, I did.
And the home runs hit by Tatis and Soto were a foot off in distance. I think Tatis's was a foot longer than Soto's, I believe, or vice versa. The old anything I can do, you know, anything you can do, I can do better.
So what you're saying is they're both very long?
Very long. Huge.
Almost foot massive, foot long size.
Can't even see.
It's like this big.
Very, yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very, very big.
Flop.
Yes, true. Tofu mignon for me.
Yeah, he hit a tofu mignon tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Tofu steak.
Oh, is this right? Tatis at 7 feet. 7 feet. That's funny.
Fine.
That's hilarious.
They are. They're comparing home runs in the shower. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
I do
That's
like
the
that.
chat of the night right there.
That's funny. Guys, I think I pinned the link at the top of the chat, but as we roll through some housekeeping, we catch up. Our friends at Foco have the perfect item for you this Father's Day. I mean, they literally have something for everyone. Let me also put a link in the chat while I have a moment, although I don't have the link pulled up. But you're looking at our partner Foco's Padres page, and on that Padres page, they have literally something for every Padre fan in your life. I mean, literally something for every Padre fan in your life. And here's the deal. You can get 10% off your order as well. And you can get that 10% off by using promo code WrapUpShow10 in all caps. Wrap Up Show, then the number 10. Let me see here. I'm going to put a link in the chat in one moment. But they got bobbleheads. They've got summer apparel. They have stuff for men. They have stuff for women. I'll scroll through the page here real quickly. I just put a link in the chat, but you can pre-order some Mexico City bobbleheads. We've been talking about the pre-order they have going on for this Manny Machado San Diego Padres big head bobblehead, which we expect to sell out at some point soon. So if you want this bobblehead, make sure to click on that link. It's going to ship in June. They've got the Snoopy bobblehead. Snoopy's a big reason why the Padres are starting to hit. If you look at Snoopy's numbers, they've been good. I don't think he's been great, but I think he's been good.
They've been good. They've been really good.
Yeah, he's been solid. So you can pre-order the Snoopy bobblehead. And then literally, I mean, look at this stuff, guys. I mean, they're
going to come out with more during the year, too.
What's that?
They're going to come out with way more during the year.
There's going to be even more. Wise. But they got the floral shirts. They got something for everyone.
The other night?
What's that?
Was Mud wearing? Mud wasn't wearing that exact.
I don't know if he was or not. Guys,
they got the good bucket hat.
Look at this thing. Musgrove just goes 6 1/3 innings at Yankee Stadium. This thing's on sale for $22. Plus, you're getting 10% off using promo code WrapUpShow10. Yeah, this is a Father's Day gift right here.
If you missed out on the bucket hat Musgrove giveaway, that's just as. I mean, that's probably better.
Right. Look at this. This is like, hey, look, you pretend like you're working out.
Oh, you can wear those.
Probably. Look at this woman's Sherpa lounge set.
Look at that. That's great.
Right? This could be you.
That looks very comfortable, honestly.
You could wear that, Jim. That's a nice look.
I might wear that, honestly. I might wear that. Look at the pin, the Tatis pin right above that.
I like that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sold out.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, check it out. Link is in the chat.
Is it?
Find something for Father's Day.
Oh, okay.
What'd you say?
It's not sold out.
It said sold out.
Oh, it didn't? It said off sale.
The pin?
Yeah.
This item is sold out.
I can't read.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get some more super chats here. Let's see here. Alex, thanks for the super chat. It says the only unofficial Padres bar in New York City is the Harry Lemon in the Lower East Side. Just for the East Coast fans wondering, I'll be there for Game 3.
Interesting. Is that right? Is the only unofficial Padres bar? So Kristen used to live in the Lower East Side for 5 years after college.
Wow, must be nice.
If she knows about it,
you should go there.
Look at this place.
Thank you, JD Gaucho. It says Jim on his first New York trip should shout out Entourage if he's ever watched the series. I am Queens Boulevard.
Have you watched Entourage? I tried getting into it. I couldn't get into it. Oh, we got to change subjects. Let's talk about
sneeze. Let's talk about global warming. I've never watched Entourage, by the way.
No, I tried getting into it. I couldn't really get into it.
Sorry. Thank you,
Jesus.
Oh no, we lost John. You know what he did? He probably exited out.
Such an
area. Did you exit out accidentally?
It's my fingers on the mouse.
You got to fix that. You can fix it. Like you can change the finger thing.
What?
I
don't know how to do that, dude. I don't even know how to connect my iMessage to my Mac.
I know it's a shit show.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you.
Yeah, you gotta get some sandals. Killa Kali says Dixon at DH, Odor at second when Manny comes back. Kim is a utility player. What do y'all think?
I'm not opposed to riding hot hands.
Yeah, if Dixon continues this hot streak, then you ride it until it fizzles out. Same thing with Odor. Is that their best lineup long term? Probably not. But
if it's their best lineup when they're hitting, that
yeah,
you ride it out. I'm kind of for that. I feel like a lot in the first 40 games of the year, they're just like, let's pencil this in. Let's see if it works. Well, now they have something that's working. Let's pencil that in.
Yes.
But yeah, of course, when Manny comes back, right? The Kim thing's interesting. I mean, the metrics would tell you he's a very good player in terms of wins above replacement. I would tell you it's all based on his defense. So I'm not opposed to substituting offense for defense. I never am. I'll take the offense over the defense every day of the week, and I'll live with the defensive consequences. I think the Aztecs. I think the Padres are a very good defensive team.
Yeah,
I think the Aztecs are too, to be honest.
Yeah,
to get to the national championship game, but I think they're a very good defensive team that I can live with an additional error here and there to add to my offense.
I'm with you. Ride the hot hand. Ride the hot hand.
Yeah, ride that hot hand. That's exactly right.
Want to get to the Underdog?
What'd you say?
That we should get the Underdog Fantasy.
Underdogfantasy.com. This is the best and easiest place to play fantasy sports, and you can use promo code. What's the promo code?
PODSWRAP.
PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP. I was just quizzing you, Jim. Use promo code PADSWRAP, and you get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Double your deposit up to $100. You can win 20 times your money in a single night. That's right, 20 times your money in a single night. Go to underdogfantasy.com or download the Underdog Fantasy app. And again, use promo code PODSWRAP, that is PADSWRAP, and you will get a 100% deposit match up to $100. They have drafts going on in all sports right now, including already for the NFL season. You can win parts of $15 million in prizes. They also, of course, have MLB drafts for tomorrow's games that start at just $3 per draft. This is fun. This is easy. Here's the beauty of their drafts. You set it and forget it. You draft, they take care of the rest. There are no transactions after the draft. In addition to drafts in all live sports, they also have the pick'ems we've been telling you about. Pick'ems are super fun, and you can insure your picks, so you don't even have to get them all right. But all you got to do is higher or lower. So let's do this right now. Juan Soto scorching hot, higher against Severino tomorrow.
Yes.
I'll go lower on Judge because of Waco.
Okay. Hell yeah.
In addition to that, let's get back to NBA Game 6 for tomorrow. How are you feeling about Tatum or Brown or Marcus Smart or Jimmy Butler tomorrow?
Give me a Jimmy Butler stat here.
28.5 points.
I love how he has the like long dreads.
I know.
That's great.
6 assists.
Give me the what's Jalen's Brown at?
Jaylen Brown, 22.5 points.
32 points, plus rebounds, plus assists.
Yeah.
Give me the higher on Jimmy Butler. I think he's going to have a big game.
Higher on Jimmy Butler, game 6 in Miami.
Points.
He's got him at over 28.5 points. So here's the deal. $20 pays out $120. Simple as that. Okay. You go 3 for 3, $20 pays out $120. Pick'em contest going on every single day. They're fun. You can do them every single day. They're super easy, and you can win. Promo code PADSWRAP. Get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Promo code PODSWRAP. 100% deposit match up to $100 at UnderdogFantasy.com. .com. All right, Jim. This is a good week. Honestly, it's been a good 4 or 5 days since Sunday, since the Red Sox.
Time.
We've been waiting on this, man, for this team to look like this team.
About time, dude.
This team is finally looking like this team. We have a great holiday weekend. We won't be with you Saturday. We will be with you, or I think we're going to be with everyone Sunday night, wrapping up the Padres Yankees series because they're off Monday. So we'll wrap up the Padres-Yankees series Sunday night, and then we'll look ahead to Miami. We'll get to some of these last-moment supers that are coming in as well. Antonio, thank you. Says, hi, I'm super late, but have we talked about how goofy wanting to trade Soto sounds now? Certainly you haven't heard that from me or Jim. You've definitely probably heard it from Padres fans, no doubt about it, on social media. He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. That doesn't mean he'll be here after 2024, but I know this. He will not go anywhere between now and the end of the 2024 season. Nope, not happening. Wasn't even going to happen if he wasn't hitting. He's not going anywhere. Correct?
No, he's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere. You heard it from Jim.
Breaking news.
Wait a second. Soto to the Yanks. This is an interesting.
Pedro Severino and
Aaron Judge. It's an interesting deal.
Aaron Judge or whoever. I don't
know. I was about to pull something up, but I won't. Okay, guys, please support our channel. Subscribe. That's all we ask. Year-round Padres content, day in and day out in the season, throughout the offseason as well. Exclusive Padres content. We are here for you. Please subscribe. Smash the like button for us. Padres win in New York. Hit that like button for us. Follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Please support our partners, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. If you have insurance needs, please support Mark. He's been with us since day one. You guys know Mark. He's a huge San Diego Padres fan and a San Diegan. Link is down below. Aura, 25% off this weekend only through Monday. Get there, ora.organic. Click the link down below. Our friends at Foco, the link is pinned in the chat if you're looking for Father's Day gift ideas for Padres fans and Underdog Fantasy. We just told you about them. Use promo code PADSWRAP, PADSWRAP, and get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Padres have won 4 of 5. They'll look to win a series this weekend against the Yankees at Yankee Stadium, and we'll catch up with you guys on Sunday night. For Jim, I'm John. It's been the wrap-up show. Bye-bye.